Well, right here in your hands, and when John Conyers walks in here, I mean, ask him where that 280-page report that he did as the minority head of the Judiciary Committee is on impeachment. He created that report last year. It's already done. He knows for sure exactly every indictment that needs to come down on these turkeys. Now, what we have to do to him is say, your job's on the line, Buster. You're not going to get reelected unless you get impeachment moving. And we don't care what you say to Nancy Pelosi, but get this thing going. That's what has to happen. The report's already been done. 280 pages of documentation of the lies, of the abuses that this administration has done. So you all can play a tremendous, tremendous role right here. Because John Conyers, a very honorable guy, love him dearly, but he's the one that's going to have to take that big stand. And you've got to be the ones that say, we'll make sure you're going to get reelected. We'll do it. You put that forward and we'll make sure you're reelected. We need a person of conscience to stand up. Dennis Kucinich last week, he said, listen, in fact, Cheney first. Let's go ahead and do that. There are 300 congressmen and women that signed on to that one. But really, a lot depends on what you, the people of Detroit, say to your representative, John Conyers.
All right. Same theme.
I think the significance of community organizing cannot be overstated now. Politicians, I'm living proof that politicians and parties don't always manage the way they plan to. When I was elected, the local rainy news talk show declared my competitor the victor before the polls were closed and said he had won by a landslide. Oh yeah, they did. Because I had non-traditional people, not those who were responding to polls. I didn't have the industry money. You know, I didn't have the casino pockets. I didn't fit the bill. A big mouth woman who wears African clothes talking about reparations and wanting African town. I didn't fit the type. You know, it just was not something they even considered a possibility. All the big shots put millions into somebody else's victory party that never happened. The people have the power. The people have the power. Our ability to organize everything and everybody, not just those who happen to be part of the peace movement or the human rights movement or the Justice Now, Power to the People movements, not just those who are the usual suspects. Everybody in the grocery store, when we go to the dry cleaners, when we walk in the block, there's not been enough people who have owned the responsibility of building that critical mass. There's not enough people ought not be able to talk about anything else. In community-based meetings, at your church, at your faith group, at the block club meetings, this is an issue that has crippled the entire country. In fact, it's crippled the world. It is our collective responsibility to organize. So let's hold every public official accountable. Every public official, from the dog catcher on up. But we hold ourselves accountable for organizing. Because my guess is that most people here have not organized their own families. I know I'm right about it. People here have not gone through your own personal address, but to organize. Otherwise, this church would have not been able to hold everybody. If we organize and organize and organize. It shouldn't just be the great big events on Washington's campus, on the mall. What are we doing in our own hometowns? What are we doing to flood the media? Electronic and print. What are we doing on our blocks with our own families? There's a whole lot to be done to change the landscape. Because everybody in Congress, and while they understand that what happened last November was not dictated by the Democratic Party, it took them by surprise. It was the people who got fed up, who went into the voting booths, who changed the balance of power. It was not organized by people top down, it was bottom up. We need to see ourselves as empowered and be bottom up organizers and claim this country back.
Good question on similar theme goes, we're all here for the same reason and wish to unite to work towards the same goal. But where do we start? What can we do as individuals? How can each of us give this process momentum? And maybe Maureen Taylor, you're going to leave shortly. Maybe you can help us out on that one.
Yes, thank you.
To begin with.
This I don't need. Everybody in this room has a responsibility of making certain that this country is saved, or else we gonna burn it down.
That's right.
Okay, and that's just all it is.
Go ahead.
It's not gonna take any more abuse. It's not gonna go on. You should join something or
That's right.
somebody.
That's right. Teach.
You can't write an amicus brief. You're not going to be able to get an article in the free press, in the news, and the different media outlets. But what you can do is to deal with your block club. What you can do, like my sister JoAnn says, your family members, you need to take this impeachment thought and concept everywhere.
That's right.
This Green Party, a lot of people act like you don't know about it. They're some bad folk.
That's
They're
right.
some bad folk that were around in all those states.
That's right.
And that's what we have to do. We can't be scared anymore.
That's right.
I'm going to leave you with this because I got to get on this radio broadcast. But keep in mind, in your lifetime, you saw on your television set poor black people being put on a bus.
That's right.
The mother went left, the father went right, the grandparents went someplace else.
Bravo.
Nobody had a cell phone, and they were holding up 2-year-olds to say, whose baby is this?
That's right.
That happened in your lifetime. I'm not talking about roots.
That's right.
I'm talking about what happened in your lifetime.
Tell
We
it.
got 220,000 people scattered around this country that don't have a way of coming back together again. And you didn't say nothing about it. Talk about impeachment. We should have went to Washington and kicked his ass.
Was there anything left on that question?
Technical question. What about going with peace court? That would mean we got a majority in the House, right, for articles of impeachment. You actually think we then get 2/3 the Senate that we need?
What?
Yeah. I mean, what is there a way to take it that far?
I'll be like Maureen, I'm not going to use my...
Can you hear me?
Look, I think today, no. But the fact is that every day is bringing a new revelation, a new scandal, more shocking than the next. The very idea that these thieves had to go around the acting Attorney General of the United States, James Comey, and literally revive someone out of a sick bed, which sounds damn like a deathbed. Unfortunately, I think he did survive. And get Ashcroft, pump Ashcroft up and get him to sign a piece of paper, which essentially suspended the Fourth Amendment. She shocked a lot of people, and who knows what's coming next. And I think that we may get that majority. We may get that 2/3 in the Senate, and we've got to keep this issue alive. Because as I said before, he's destroying the Bill of Rights, and the fact that he is doing it ignorantly, the fact that he is doing it arrogantly, the fact that he is doing it maliciously, the fact that he is doing it sacrilegiously, the fact that he is doing it in the most disgusting ways are merely technicolor.
Yeah!
Similar question, anyone wants to jump in on it. Can we be part of can we expect, handwriting in the public schools in our generation has gone down. In the future, this will all be done with text messages.
Can we expect a good number of Republicans to back away from the president and if not support impeachment themselves, at least stand aside and let it happen as time goes by?